Paul, 4 league wins in a row now, which is obviously terrific form. Is it a case of trying to ride the crest of that wave for as long as you can?
Yeah, I think so. I think you have to embrace the momentum and the confidence within the group. So I think you're spot on. 4 wins on the trot. There's the team, the squad is performing. There's also been some outstanding individual performances. So yeah, it's all good. We're in a good place and looking forward to Saturday.
There have been worries about injuries. What are the latest? First of all, with the knocks from Tuesday night.
Yeah, with the players, there's a couple of players. It'll get left till very, very late Saturday. We're travelling early Saturday morning, so they will be on the bus with us, and the decisions will be very late. So there's 2 I'm quite concerned about. Everyone else's normal bumps and bruises.
Any joy on the market bringing everybody in?
Very hopeful. I think we're 99% there with an addition on loan. Yeah.
Okay. You packed your boots just in case, though.
My boots, not with my bunions. Can't get my feet in boots anymore.
Okay. What are you expecting from Chelmsford?
A tough game. It's a tough venue to go to. Every game's it's such a boring answer. Every game's very tough. We're fully focused on Torquay United at the moment. I think it's about what we do. We've got to go there and show what we are. You know, no one's going to let us have anything our own way. Sometimes it feels like the world's against you, being a Torquay United manager, player, or fan. You know, but it's you know, you have to overcome lots and lots of hurdles. Chelmsford's our next hurdle, so it's we're looking no further than that. They've obviously got a threat in forward areas, so have we. I'm expecting a tough game.
Can I ask you about Tom Lapsley? Obviously, a great servant here just before your time. Did his ACL right at the end of the previous season.
Yeah.
And you made the point, you know, it was the right thing for Torquay to do to help him rehab. Did you try and sign him in the summer? Were there any talks or?
There was discussions, but Tom didn't choose Chelmsford over us. I went down a different route with different midfielders. There was definitely discussions. He trained with us a lot last year. Fantastic human, great guy, and I've got a ton of respect for him. I wish him nothing but the best, honestly. And he was a really infectious character in training and stuff as well. And no, it'd be good to see him.
Brilliant. Thank you, Paul.
No problem.
The game on Tuesday night, we're 2-0 down. The game seemed to hinge on what was almost a timeout after their second goal. You got all the players across. There was quite a long spell where you were able to have a chat with them. What was said? Can you give us any insight into what was said?
Yeah, it's we started slowly, but we weren't executing the game plan. We had to be extremely brave on Tuesday night against Worthing, out of possession, and it was. I felt the boys weren't fully committed to it, so I pulled them in and said, "Look, you're going to have to commit to it now, and you're going to have to trust me because we're 2-0 down. If you trust me, I'm convinced it'll work." And they did, and it did. So they were out their comfort zone a little bit, and I understand it. I was probably out my comfort zone as a manager doing it because I haven't done it before. That's how I felt we'd win the game. Could we keep that intensity up and that full man-for-man press for what turned out to be 113 minutes? No, because of the squad size, you know, and the limited options on the bench. We couldn't keep that intensity up. So probably the last 10 minutes of 90 minutes and all of injury time, we had to go completely different. So we went from a man against man, full court press, to then we flipped very quickly to sitting off the game and banking off and being a bit more diligent in our defensive work. So it was two definite sides to us on Tuesday night, but the injury to the lad who scored the second goal gave us a chance to calm down, have a couple of tweaks, and just be consistent with the message of just trust me. This is what we're doing tonight, and you commit to it, and they did.
And you've got a 113-minute game, a long game, difficult, a really hard game. You had to rely quite heavily on people coming off the bench. The two Sunnies both did well. Sonny Fish put a lot of running in, and Sonny Sharples Ahmed. What do you make of him?
He's a really good football player. Lovely football player. Got a great left foot. They think very highly of him at Bolton, and as I said last week, you know, I'm indebted to Stephen Schumacher for him letting us have him for free as well. So it's a huge thing. Obviously, he came in to the squad. We win the first game 7-0. You're not going to change your team. You don't normally change a winning team, but we'll see how the injuries are for Saturday. But what I like about him as well is he's a lovely kid, lovely lad, fitted in with the group straight away. He trains hard. He's a good football player.
5 goals in 2 games then at bad returns it for Louis Dennis. He's just looking really good at the moment. He's really confident.
Confident.
Yeah.
You know, we knew when we signed him, did a lot of research on him from last Christmas onwards, really. Spoke to a lot of people, a lot of phone calls, a lot of persuasion, you know, because it's obviously just, you know, Louis of an age where, you know, he's got his family as well, he's got his little one, and it's a big move from London down to Torquay. It's a lifestyle change as well as a football change. But I knew his qualities, and I know what he brings to the group as well as a quiet, softly spoken leader as well. He demands an awful lot of respect in the change room, and at the moment he's in a very good place, and long may it continue.
Chelmsford, we often talk about plastic pitches and things like that, which isn't the case here, but these open grounds with running tracks around them, I'm sure you probably played, especially maybe did you play
Brighton.
abroad on one or two? Brighton at
Withdean.
Yeah, the Withdean Stadium.
Never won there.
Yeah, they can feel a bit different, can't they? Do you have most of these lads? Yes, they've got experience of it now, haven't they? So it shouldn't make that much of a difference.
It should make. I just find them a bit soulless.
Yeah,
The fans. I think football fans should be right on top of you, which is not always a good thing. It's the atmosphere. It's the atmosphere, yeah. It's the atmosphere. I just find them a bit soulless. I think the pitch is a lot better there this year. I think they've had some work done on the pitch. It's I think most of the boys would have played at one. I don't particularly like the environment we're playing in on Saturday, but that's where we're playing, and we'll go there and try our very best.
Yeah. It feels like quite. I suppose it always feels like a big pitch when you've got room off it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It
does.
It's probably exactly the same size as everywhere else.
I would think it's very similar dimensions. Yeah.
Yeah. And particular threats to them. I mean, people know the people like Lyle Taylor, guys that have played higher up.
Yeah.
They've had a bit of a funny spell, haven't they? They've had some very good wins and then some unexpected defeats.
Yeah.
Presumably, you'll be hoping to get at them, and
we'll just go there and try and continue what we've been doing. You know, it's even though they've had a couple of defeats, that happens in football. You know, it's you've mentioned their individuals. They've got some very good players, and they're a new bunch. Obviously, we had that last year, and it takes a bit of time to gel when you've signed a lot of players. So, again, it's always a tough place to go. The environment's tough. It's a long trip. We're a little bit depleted. The third game at the end of last game at the end of a very tiring week, but that's football, and it's like I said, we just go there and embrace it and look forward to it and try our very best and see how we get
on. Cody Cook and Monash doing some light stuff now. Where do you put them on their journey back?
Yeah, it's Nash is going to be end of February.
Right.
He's going to be end of February. That's but that's way ahead of schedule for the injury.
So we're talking another 3 months with him, or
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, but that's way ahead of schedule for the injury that he had.
Right.
And Cody's just doing a little bit more every day, and all we can do is tomorrow. Hope he doesn't react to what he did today. Then he can do a little bit more and a bit more and a bit more. And the sooner he's back, the better, really.
Would you hope that he's back before Christmas?
I hope so, but I can't categorically say he will be, Dave. No.
You just remind us, we've got a few players out on loan at the moment, and we Crosby, Carson. What's their situation at the minute?
So Matty's loan with Taunton finishes 30th of January, and Jaden's finishes with Dorchester 19th of December.
And if you wanted to get them back before that, have we got any sort of recall?
We got
clauses?
24-hour recall, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You thought about that because it's just that we're not filling the bench obviously for all the obvious reasons.
Yeah. I thought about it, but we're actively trying to get other loans in. I think we're very, very close to one to be in the squad for Saturday. I just feel we need strengthening in other areas at the minute.
Yeah. And Matt Wallicott's gone to
He's gone to Tivy, yeah, an eventful first game.
So yeah,
he did. Matty's been on the bench all season. I felt we're hindering his process by his progress. Sorry, not process. His progress by not playing. By his own admission, he felt quite rusty playing Tuesday night. He'll get better and better. He needs to play football. Clive, simple as that. And we've brought in a goalkeeper on non-contract forms for in case of emergency if Hammy gets injured or sent off. So it's a no-brainer for us to do that, I think.
I'll just ask you a more general one. I sit in Bristow's and I can sort of see and hear you and Mikey through the game, and a lot of what you have to shout at the players is like really basic. It's like you get to the ball is something I hear very often, and get up the pitch. Do you ever get bored of just saying the same stuff to them?
Yeah, constantly. It's like PlayStation football, isn't it? I think, I don't know if I watched Arsenal Bayern Munich last night. Arteta's non-stop. Arteta's saying exactly the same things. Yeah. Narrow off, squeeze, get up, get tighter. It's the fundamentals of football that if you don't do, you're going to struggle. I'm trying to become less vocal on the bench, believe it or not. I think that's my natural instincts as an ex-player. I was always very much like that. Whether I was captain or not anyway, I would have been like that. I just feel the boys need constant reminders of it. I'm never going to... The utopia is to sit there in complete silence with my legs crossed for 90 odd minutes. It's not going to happen. So it's we've touched on it before, Clive. Football's an awful lot of repetition. Defensive work's the same. A centre forward practicing his finishing, it's repetition again. Same things. Golfers, same thing, repetition. So in answer to your question, and without babbling on, I do get bored of my own voice, and I get bored of saying the same things.
What do you think would happen if you did stay silent?
We'll never find out. The boys need it. I think it's those types of football players. I think if you speak to every manager up and down the land, they'll be looking for that. The manager on the pitch who can say, hang on a minute, with 2 minutes here, we're getting overrun, do this, do that. Just don't think there's those players anymore. Yeah. Don't think there's those players anymore. So, and the managers who do it will die out as well. So, don't know what will happen.
Before we finally say goodbye to Worthing, they're a good side, aren't they?
Excellent.
We'll look forward to playing them up there next time. Them and Hornchurch were two terrific games of football. The two top sides who, you went toe to toe with, and probably shouldn't have lost to one and beat the other. What makes them a bit different, Worthing, and do you expect them to be challenging for promotion at the end of the season?
First off, I don't see how they won't be up there. I don't see how they won't be. They're obviously well coached. You don't just turn up and play like that without good coaching.
And that run that they've been on.
And the run that they've been on, of course, it's not a coincidence, is it? I think it's 7 league wins on the trot, was it? So it's obviously that, and they deserve full credit for that. They've got comfortable football players, absolutely. And I respect their beliefs, and they stick to it no matter what. Even when we was pressing them really hard, and there was a time in the first half I thought physically we were magnificent. First half, it was every second ball was picking up, every first contact was
After
aggressive.
from 2-0 down.
Yeah. The second spell of the first half, where we scored our 2 goals. Sonny Lowe Everton's had one cleared off the line, and the goalkeeper makes a great save. People forget Louis Dennis's chip. That would have been one of the best goals I've seen since I've been a manager here, cleared off the line. So for us to be in that ascendancy and that front foot and physicality and really quite exhilarating to watch.
Getting
the
amongst
crowd were up. It was a night game. It was, it was perfect night for football. And Worthing kept trying to do what they do, so I respect it. They'll be up there because they've got good players and they've got a good manager. So, and they're full time this year as well, which has made a big difference. So, I respect them.
You fully expect to bump into them in another big game later in the season?
Well, we've got to play them again anyway, so
No, but there'll be just as much at stake then as hopefully
I think there will. I think there will be.
Yeah.
I think there will be. Like I said first. What minute did they score their second goal? 17th, was it?
Yeah.
It might have been better. Was it 17 minutes? So on the up and from kick-off to 17 minutes, I was thinking could be a long night.
You were thinking what everyone else
I
was
was thinking it could be a long night, but that's the boys just believed in the instructions but believing in the instructions and carrying it out so they deserve all the credit. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing to do with me really. They went out and showed how good they can be.